Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Vampire Diaries. This is episode 20 of season 7. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. Honestly, I can't believe we're on episode 20, man. Literally, it has literally flew so fast. I can't believe it. Literally, it just feels like yesterday, just yesterday, Kai was killing everybody in the wedding, and now look at us, boom, we're nearly finishing this season. It's mental. I mean, speaking of kind of Kai, Alaric, that situation, you know, that rolled out into Alaric being with Caroline. Now, obviously, last episode, it was interesting because Stefan went to apologise to Caroline, but she wasn't there. He ended up spending the day with Alaric because this whole episode was pretty much a Bonnie and Enzo dedication. That's what I thought it was anyway. I had no problems with it. We got the backstory. We got how they got together. We went from 3 years to 2.5 years to 2 years to, you know, 1 year to present, and we got the little story of how they progressed into being the couple that they are. Now, Enzo, obviously, at first was... well, at first, I still don't understand why he actually kidnapped Bonnie and helped her out. Now, I totally understand that, you know, he didn't really like the armourer, and I'm assuming that he just didn't like the armourer, and he's always had a little soft spot for Bonnie. She's been his friend, he's been part of the group, and he like what was about to happen to her, he didn't want that to, so he thought, I'll take her to keep her safe, you know. But that happened so close to where Bonnie chopped his hand off, and, you know, she's kind of going against him. That it's interesting. I mean, I've got no problem with it because I do enjoy the story that stemmed from it. And obviously, he was saying, look, at first it was like, look, you better stay here, you better keep off the radar, take these pills, and you'll be fine. You know, I'm doing it out of common decency. And then as we progressed, it was like, what should we do? We're chilling. Let's get more information on the armourer. What's their plans? You know, we'll try and infiltrate them. We'll go to this home. You know, you'll check me in. I'll infiltrate their family. See why one of them's in there. Why did they use the Bennett witch to seal the spell in the vault? You know, and we got all that. We found out that Alex, her sister, has been locked in the vault by another sister who used a Bennett witch to do the spell, and then she killed her because then it would have meant that only one Bennett witch could change the spell or reopen it. But they didn't know any more Bennetts was around, but obviously they found out Bonnie is. That's why Alex is after her. So it's interesting because Enzo's now trying to hide her, been giving her the pills. It's been affecting her. After 3 years, they found out it affects her, so I don't really blame him. But Damon does. He's saying if anything happens to Bonnie, mate, I'll come after you, I'll kill you. Bonnie's still pretty much not happy with that. She's not happy with Damon. I do like how she's carried the little letter around with her the whole time, even though she's not opened it. She did give it him back, though, last episode, and said, look, the only reason why I carry it around is a reminder of what people can do to me, you know, how they can let you down. That's a bit brutal. But obviously, like I said, the whole episode was kind of dedicated to them and trying to save Bonnie. And one of the ways is that Raina, she's pretty much dying. She's dying. And what Enzo and Damon done is he said, look, we'll become your hit squad, yeah? You've got all the voices inside your head of all these souls that was released from the stone that after it was destroyed, and they roam in the earth. What we'll do is we'll go out, we'll use the help from you because you can see them, tell me where they are, we'll go, we'll kill them, and we'll decrease the numbers, and by doing that, we'll go out, take all the we'll be your hitmen, good cop, bad cop, that's what they said. And when we get them, yeah, you'll transfer your life or pretty much help us, your body. I can't remember like in what way, but it all comes down to saving Bonnie. They need Raina. So she said, fine, I'll do it. Yeah, I'm going to die anyway. I just want one peaceful day. You go out, take everybody out, I'll help you. Well, that's what they done, mate. It was on a savageness, mate. They went out, they was killing everybody. Even Rick was there. He was loving it. He was having fun. He was like back to old times. And, you know, at the very end, Damon went back to see Raina. Turns out bit off Molly Couture, mate. There's thousands, names all over the place. I don't know if they're going to have to either look for a new way of trying to save Bonnie. Trying to save Bonnie because they're not going to go and get all them people before this virus or whatever it is takes over and kills her. Now, just finishing off with the Alaric and Caroline and Stefan situation, when he went back to the house, they had a conversation and he was saying, Rick, Caroline, yeah, you know, she doesn't really love me. This is after Stefan was saying, who's sleeping in separate rooms, you know? You say that you're a whole happy family, you're loving it, you're getting married, yeah, but you got 2 separate beds. What's going on there? And he's saying, look, yeah, we're not really like together that way, but we are a family, we're happy, we've got kids, we take care of them, and we're having a good life. I totally respect where he's coming from there, but it's not really that healthy, is it? Like, in a way. I mean, you could counter it and say it is, because what's more healthier than a happy, stable life? You know, I would not disagree with that. Totally agree. But in terms of, you know, if you're not really going to be together, you don't really need to live in the same house. You can live near each other and you can be happy with someone else, you know. Go and find your second Joe. Let Stefan get back with Caroline. But, you know, he's determined not for that to happen. Didn't really want Stefan around. Stefan come to just say bye at the end. Caroline was there. She didn't really want to talk to him, but I think that was just because Alaric was there and she wanted to, you know, she didn't want to really disrespect him or hurt his feelings. So she was like, look, I'm not even going to speak to Stefan. And then he shut the door. So, I mean, it's really interesting. I do think Caroline and Stefan are going to end up together. I think it's logically the best way to go. I know that she's been absent of the season because she had a kid in real life, so they couldn't really play that storyline out. So I mean, I respect where they come, like where they went, and they tried to make all characters a bit relevant, and I got no problem with that. But let's end the ship in the right path, on the sea, sailing to its correct destination, and that is Stefan and Caroline wedding. You know, Elena's not here for Damon, so let's get that what we deserve, and maybe giving Enzo and Bonnie one as well to still together, because they're well cute. I mean, did you see it last episode when he had all the lights and he was in his suit and she came out in a dress? Oh mate, they look sexy. But that is the intro. Hopefully guys enjoy today's episode. If you do, please smash a like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode. Oh, it's spreading.
I'm here to see a patient of yours, Virginia St. John. Your sister Alex is hell-bent on having me open that vault. I need to know what's in it.
Well, that's the question everyone's been asking since 1882.
Show yourself?
What's in there?
It's not a who. It strips away your compassion.
That is interesting, that though.
It takes away your empathy, eating away at your soul until all that remains is darkness. My great-grandfather was only in there a few moments.
No one can survive 4 years sealed.
Inside that vault, it wants out.
Oh, that's a toughie, that, isn't it? It is a toughie because we don't know what can save Bonnie. So, like, opening this, it could benefit Bonnie, but it obviously couldn't. Now, how it would benefit her, I have no idea, because we have no idea technically what it is that's in there, and it would just be like a Hail Mary. It would just like the last roll of the dice, you know what I mean? Let's just throw it and let's just see if it happens. That's all that would be happening if she opened that tomb. Now, I'm really intrigued with what she just said there, mate, that it strips away everything, and it just makes you into literally just like a blank person, no feelings for anybody, and you just go around killing people. And I mean, to me, that's really interesting, and I hope someone goes in there, and I hope someone goes on the Savage Rampage. Maybe not someone that we like, because obviously we're towards the end of the show now, so I wouldn't like to change characters that we got now. But if we get someone new in and doing it, even this girl that's in there, you know, whoever it is, I don't really care. Get her out, get her killing a few people, get me excited. But I'm really intrigued to how Bonnie's going to get saved. And she looks like she's shitting it as well. Her eyes was all crying when she was saying that, so it's pretty good acting as well. Combo. 3, mate. 1, 2, 3 each.
How's it going?
Finished off the ones in Huntsville and Birmingham. Who's next on my hit list?
Bloodsucker from the Age of Enlightenment. Partnering you up with Donovan. Listen, you two figure out your differences while killing this MMA fighter. I can live with Bonnie hating me, just as long as she lives.
Who killed Matt's girlfriend?
If you're looking for the crossbow bolts, I moved them in with Halloween decoration. At the same time that I relocated your shotgun. I cannot read if you give a moose a muffin for the millionth time when I know my best friend is in trouble.
Guess I don't understand what you're getting out of this.
There's loads
Not
of
to
names
sound
there.
ungrateful, but you're willing to die for me?
Because you haven't lived 7 lifetimes beyond your own. Vampires, they seek out immortality like it's some kind of gift. I'm ready to be done on this earth.
Modus.
What's she got power?
Back.
Find a decent radio station and cover up the silence. Or we can just talk about your vendetta against me. I mean, you blackmailed us into leaving our home. Second best decision I ever made.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Baseball score nothing or porn nothing? That was a pretty sketchy quick close. Show me.
Go away.
Is
There's
it like
gonna be a
weird
ring.
and freaky? Top 10 ways to propose to her. Yes.
You haven't even given me a chance to ask.
I said yes.
Oh, has he got the ring?
To see if I got the size right.
Oh, it's already prepared, mate.
It's a total home run. You don't need to impress me, and I know you can't afford this.
On a sergeant's salary.
You got the promotion.
It's not official yet.
Mrs. Sergeant Donovan.
When I got home from the funeral, our wedding invitations were sitting on the doorstep. Everybody's sorry. I heard it was a car accident.
Oh, a car accident.
That's the official story. But you and I both know that's not what really happened.
Hey, Bon. How's your field trip to the nut house?
The Armory's one locator spell away from finding me.
If dropping bodies was an Olympic sport, we'd be on a Wheaties box.
I just want to say thank you. I still think it was wrong for you to abandon us.
You're gonna make it. So I don't accept your forgiveness, you understand?
I'm not gonna let them use me to open that vault.
Oh, here we
This will
go.
only hide your magic for 24 hours. I don't know how many 24 hours you have left.
Ah, mate. Do you know what? The only F word that Bonner needs to get for Damon is Bonner saying, "Fuck you, Damon," mate, when he saves her. And then when she goes on a Madden and telling him everything that she was mad about, you know, get it out of system, Bonner. It's one of those things, you know, like, you ever had an argument with your friends and both of you are just dead bitter and you're not even saying anything. It's just dragging on for ages. And then really all you need is somebody to just go, rah, 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 rah. And then you're like, all right, are you cool now? We got it out. You're like, yeah, fucking hell, weight's off my shoulder. I feel well good. And then you just get on and get past it. That's what needs to happen there.
I'm here, Yvette.
I mean, should I feel even the slightest twinge of guilt about this?
No, we're doing them a favor. Let him go out on a high note.
Look, if you want to talk about Stefan, it's okay, right?
I didn't have anything to say to him then, and I don't have anything to say about him now.
She took my blood to hide herself from any locator spells.
Put her on. You just shortened the already minuscule window of time we have.
I'm staring at a floor covered in names.
And I will kill every last one of them.
Whatever time I have left, I want to spend it with you.
Oh, mate.
I know where you are right now. Been there for 3 years. You can't drink your way out of it. You can't fight your way out of it. You can't kill your way out of it.
No, I can't give up.
I'm not asking you to give up. I need to make sure that she doesn't.
Fucking love this conversation. Tell you who we need right now, right? Where's fucking Jez, mate? A vampire hunter. Get him in. Where is he? Like, where did he get sent off on the bus? Is he close? Imagine if he was close or he's hunting him down as well, because there's thousands out there now, isn't there? You know, we're not seeing him. He's not dead, yeah? Bring him in the show every couple of episodes.
A rather lengthy list of Hellstone rejects that I need killed post-haste, and I hear you have the resources to do it.
I'm listening.
You finish off that list, and I'll deliver you Bonnie Bennett.
I don't know why a vampire would want to hide out around so much sharp wood.
Won't have to worry about someone like you coming after them. What makes you convinced that Penny's death wasn't a car accident?
There are no tire marks in the road. You know what it reminded me of? All the deaths that were covered up as animal attacks.
No time mark sounds like Elena's mum and dad's death.
We came back for the anniversary of the sheriff's death.
Do you really think that I would hurt Penny?
Oh, fucking hell, man. Ah, mad. Do you know what, right? Imagine if Caroline done it because she was like on a Madden because she was devastated that her mum died. I don't know, it's really interesting. Stefan and Caroline are not the type of people to just go and attack innocent people, so that's why I'm really hooked. Do you know what I was also thinking as well is, you know, like Matt was blaming the vampires for doing it and he said that she skidded off and crashed into a tree. My instant first reaction was, well, if you didn't drive the vampires away, yeah, they could have saved her. That is literally what my first instinct in my head was, thinking, yeah, if the vampires were there, yeah, you would have got the good side, the benefit of having them. But no, if she died of a natural disaster, then that's a wounder. But if someone has attacked him, then I can't wait to find out who it was.
Is that short for Ashley? Ashlyn?
Oh, there we go.
Sorry, babe.
Oh, she's just left him.
Form, Ashlyn!
Oh, here we go, he just shot him.
Professor Saltzman, you're both gonna have to come with us.
Came back.
Don't be sad. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna think about all the things we did do together.
Oh, here we go. Oh, they're all dying. She's throwing loads in the fire.
Killing.
I'm guessing this is the deal Damon just made. They're going around.
Pack up your implements of destruction and punch your time card. Every box in Raina's list will be checked.
But don't think I'm not noticing all the good you've been doing lately.
Well, looks like we're all done here.
I couldn't make sense of my memories from that night, and then I checked the footage on my dash cam.
Oh, Stefan's compelled him.
Penny didn't suffer, and you never saw me here. Now you're gonna tell me the truth.
It's alright. To be fair, Matt's pissed me off the whole season, not gonna lie. But again, I do love it when people have grounds, you know, to be the person that they are, because he's got a solid literal. He's got a solid reason. I would be the same guy if someone killed my wife or my girlfriend or my family. I would be on a Madden like him, trying to avenge them. So I mean, I can sympathise with him from that aspect of it. But whether I sit here and enjoy the scenes that I'm seeing him in, you know, that's a different story. Because I actually don't, it annoys me a little bit. But in terms of, do I like what's happening? Yeah, I kind of do, actually. I think it's really interesting. I actually don't think Stefan's killed him as well. I think he's turned up, he's seen her dead at the scene, he's tried to help Matt or whatever, and tried to eliminate himself. And I still think it might be Caroline, you know, even though it wouldn't make any sense.
I thought you were worthy of forgiveness.
What'd you expect? She's gonna let you die?
I would rather that than be forced to open that vault.
I have a shaman, ready to make you the proud new owner of Reina's last life. All you have to do is just open the stupid vault. You're really quiet on this one.
Bonnie can make her own decisions.
And when she's dead, you'll be making them for her, like what dress she's gonna be buried in. For you.
But I'm hoping you'll reconsider. Now that I have something in my possession, you might be willing to fight for.
Lapis de Bello. This was given to Charlemagne by his first wife.
Yeah, that explains why you got a second life.
I convinced myself it didn't exist. Well,
That's
you know,
proper nerdy, that, innit?
if
Buzzing
it
off
didn't, I
that.
probably would have my throat ripped out, so...
Tell me that everything's gonna be fine.
Half of these things should have been lost to history. The other half shouldn't even exist. When I say, yeah, we're gonna be fine, what I'm really saying is I'm praying like hell that whatever it is they want, somebody's willing to give it to them. Anything I tell you will only make it worse.
How am I supposed to trust you?
Keep your hands where I can see them. A vampire. I know.
Then just tell me what happened.
They're dragging it out, aren't they?
Please, remember.
Oh, that is good. Well better than what I thought was going to happen.
Penny, you copy?
Oh, I can't believe he's fucking killed her. Could Stefan not saved her?
Stefan! Come on, Penny, drink.
Oh, did she die too quick? Oh, that is so brutal. Bloody hell, man. That is so deep.
I killed her.
Oh, that is so deep, man. Honestly, I mean, I'm all for, like, he needs to know, like, him not know. I know it's absolutely devastating him knowing that it was him that done it, but like him not knowing that, it would have just driven him crazy and been this guy that we see in the whole of the season, just annoying, hating every single vampire. Do you know what I mean? Like betraying his friends, handing them all over, doing everything against him, and he's just not going to stop until he gets the answer that he's looking for, which ultimately is the one that he's just found. Like, but I think it's so, it's really deep, that. I mean, the guy was quick to pull his trigger though.
It's done.
But you do realize that by forcing her hand, you've just dashed any hope of Bonnie ever absolving you. This was all so you could assuage your own guilt over abandoning her.
You bet it was.
Oh, what do you want, a round of applause for your betrayal? Bravo.
Damn nice to hear you admit you considered making the same deal. Well, lucky for you, you have me. So I did what you couldn't.
Let's grab Caroline, Anna Lark, and get the hell out of here. Come on. Now!
What idiots. All of them are going to get infected. I'm hoping someone actually is down there and it's not voices.
Where are you?
Torches are going out. Oh, here we go.
Check all the exits. Go!
What did you just do?
No one's getting out.
That was fucking mint.
Didn't want you to be consumed by one moment in your life that you couldn't take back. Can't blame yourself, Matt.
None of this would have happened if you hadn't come back. Why couldn't you just stayed away from us?
No, that's deflection, that.
For Caroline, yeah. You ruined my life, Stefan.
Honestly, that is the same. That's like, right, what I was saying last episode. My analogy was, right, are you going to blame somebody, right? Are you going to blame Caroline for thinking that she saved somebody in a hospital so she gave her mum the same treatment and it made it worse? Or are you going to blame Enzo because he thought he was shielding Bonner, but then 3 years later down the line he found out it's worse? You know, or are you, do you know what I mean? I could just list so many things, you know. Are you going to blame Damon, the fact that he was fighting the Huntress, trying to protect everybody, and Stefan jumped in the way and he got hit, you know? All of those stuff, it's just a thing. Like, it is not Stefan's fault that he decided to go and pay respects to his friend / Caroline's mum, and then you found him and you accidentally shot your gun and killed your girlfriend. That is nothing on Stefan at all. He's just in this situation, Stefan is an innocent person, doesn't have to be a vampire. It doesn't matter what he is. He was just a guy walking around paying respects to his friend and something happened, it is not his fault at all. Again, I've got to disagree with that. It's deflection, that, for not trying to own up to your mistakes. And also, people who went in that tomb, idiots, absolute idiots, right? What we've learned is that you go in there, you get possessed or whatever it was that she said, yeah. What you would have done is open the door, stand there and wait for the inside to come out so you've not actually entered, you know. Literally. And again, I'm just going to venture on into the Damon situation where he was saying to Enzo, look mate, you're fucking blaming me, you wanted to do it as well, you just ain't got the balls enough to do it. It's like the time when you know, we've had it before where people say don't respect the decisions, you know. I don't like Damon because he never respects Elena's decision, he always does it for himself. No, Damon done what he wanted. Damon done everything he could to save Elena, even if it was going against what Elena wanted. So when she was drowning, yeah, and she said to Stefan, save Matt first, he didn't really care about Matt, but he saved it. Where Damon, he would have saved Elena. We've seen the consequences of that. He saved Matt, Elena died. Luckily, she had blood in the system. Yeah, but if she didn't, then him respecting the decision would have killed Elena. And again, I used an analogy last episode where Damon was on the stairs shouting at Stefan at one time, saying, look, I'm the bad guy, everyone expects it, yeah, I'm the guy willing to do whatever it takes, yeah, to get the job done, because I want to save the people that I love, even if it means they hate me. At least I know that I'm willing to do the bad things to make sure that they stay alive. And that's exactly what he's just done there. Everybody wanted to do what Damon's just done, but no one had the balls to do it, so he just done it. And he can live with the fact that his friends are alive, even if they hate him, because he knows he done the right thing. So I agree with him as well. Sounds like dancing on my own. This.
Hang in there.
It is.
Sorry, Miss Patty. We missed rehearsal because we were off slaughtering vampires. God only knows how many more ways Damon can screw this up by the end of the day.
Man, everyone's blaming Damon.
Are you sure that's the only reason?
Did you see how she just bailed on Wyatt like that? The minute things got a little bit messy, she just ran away. And commitment and loyalty and honesty and all those things that Stefan just took away from me.
I understand. I want to be your loyal, honest, committed partner, and I want our little family to work. But I don't want it if you'd rather be with someone else.
Hard to say that.
Our little family, Rick. We were being held captive, and all you could talk about was some stupid necklace. But you know what? Our life is not normal. Our kids are witch siphons. I want to be deep in it with you.
Still not seeing a kiss, man. Literally.
I miss you, Stabby Pants. It is a great honor to meet you, Raina. Let her journey end. Let another take up her burden.
What does that mean?
Raina, you fucking
think
bitch.
I could ever forgive you for the things you did to me?
Good man.
When she wakes, she'll be just like me.
Raina!
Is Bonnie going to be like one of these fucking witches, but also whatever she was as well, whatever you'd want to call it, a huntress witch? So she's got excellent, like, exceeded powers. And do you know what? This is a perfect segue into get Jez back, because his natural instinct is to kill the vampires. We've seen it, mate. He was trying to kill Elaine. He was going all. He was mad, mate. He went through training camps, went through everything. He went through practices, you know. They done sessions. He was trying to help him. At first, we seen it with I can't remember what it's called. Was it Connor, the guy that attacked him and they had him in a mystic grill. He put bombs there. Elena killed him, and then obviously she was got the hunter's mark. You know. Seen it with that guy. He couldn't do anything. He just wanted to hunt vampires. Then we seen it with, like, was it a Scottish guy on the island when he went to Sally's grave? Seen it again. Another hunter. He was obsessed with doing it. Boom. Jez, he's got it. And he was trying to as well. He just wanted to kill. And he managed to help him get it sorted. And he managed to, I would say, successfully be a normal person. Yeah, okay, he might have had a few instincts here and there, and obviously left because he felt like it was his natural mission to take out the vampires. That's why he's no longer in the show. But Bonnie, if she's now the female Jez, pretty much, let's just be honest, she is. Let's get him back, reunite them. Not as a relationship though, because I'm kind of interested. I'm liking the Enzo situation. He seems really happy. I like how they progressed as well. Also want is Enzo to be part of the group and a happy person. Usually he's been trying to find himself, and I think that he's actually found a good spot now. You know, I was saying, oh, David doing all these things. I still stick by it. You know, I'm a big firm believer. You pick your decision, you go for it. If it's wrong, fuck it. You know what I mean? You rock and roll. You change your direction. Try and fix the last one. Go again. I'm never a person that reflects and says, shit, I shouldn't have done that. You know, I'm like, okay, bad move. Let's see how we fix it. You know, I'm always a firm believer. I am a firm believer of that. Do you know what I mean? You pick a decision. If it's a bad one, you know what? You roll with it. Don't look back. Yeah, and be devastated. You steamroll ahead, and that's what we're doing here. He done the right thing at the time. Thought he was saving Bonnie. He did save Bonnie. Turned out that it's kind of made the situation worse. But if it didn't make it worse, she'd be dead. Yeah, look at it that way. She's alive and a huntress, or dead. So I take it alive as a huntress. Good decision at the time. Kind of had a bad consequence. Got to go steamroll ahead, rock and roll, change direction, fix it. That's literally me, and I'm loving it. I thought it was a good episode. Okay, so that's going to wrap up today's video. I thought it was interesting. I actually did like today's episode. I thought it had loads of information all over the place, you know. Got you thinking. I think it did, man. Like, it got you thinking about different situations and whether, like, stuff's right or wrong, or whether you agree with it or don't. Now, in terms, like, let's start with the Matt situation. This season, not been a big fan of him. Not going to lie, he's not been my favourite character. And, like, you constantly seen him, and I've said in obviously episodes back, like, it's strange how he suddenly just flipped, saying that he hates all the vampires. Obviously, he might have had a dislike for him, but his dislike turned into the people that he actually was friends with, hatred towards them as well. Do you know what I mean? He took it to the next step, next level, cut everybody, even my friends for ages in my life, get it gone, mate. And, you know, and then obviously we found that his girlfriend died. We didn't really know how that's happened. He's blaming Stefan for it. He's come, you know, he's hunting him down. And then Stefan's obviously relayed the information. We've seen it on the dash cam. Stefan compelled him to forget the situation. That is why Matt thinks it's Stefan. Then we got, you know, Stefan, remember. And we got it. Stefan was there visiting Caroline, giving her flowers, you know, it's an anniversary of her death. That's what good, nice, friendly people do to the friends, you know. Like, if you got a family member, a loved one, a friend, a close one, it's anniversary, you pay your respects. That's all Stefan was doing. That is literally all he was doing, yeah. As he was just walking away, Matt thought something was happening. Out of panic, turned around, shot his gun, accidentally hit his girlfriend. He killed her. But he still blamed Stefan. He actually said, I blame you. You know, why are you there? Why are you... It's like, whoa, Matt, you know, that is deflection, denial of what you just done. Like, you can't be blaming Stefan for paying respects to his friends. So I think that's mental, that he's still trying to blame Stefan. And he's like, whose life are you going to ruin next? Who's next? You know, maybe nobody's next, because he's going to start saving some people. Who knows? But I don't think Matt should be blaming Stefan, to be honest. Now, obviously, we've got this Bonnie situation. She's opened the tomb because Damon handed her over. And again, you can see it in two different ways. You know, if you want to see it as a way it's Damon's fault, all this is happening, fair play. You know, you've watched it, you made that decision. I'm not going to argue with it. Obviously, my decision, my opinion, you would have found out, obviously, throughout the episode, that I believe that Damon does everything that he can to save his friends, regardless of whether it goes against their decision or whether, you know, they want him to do it and whether it's the right thing. He does it. If he knows that they're going to hate him for it, doesn't matter to Damon. He just knows that him making that decision will save their life, so he'll do it anyway, and he'll take the burden. He'll rock and roll with that decision, you know. He makes it, he stands by it. If everyone hates him, fair play, at least he knows Bonnie's alive, and I agree with that. Again, it's what I just said there. You make a decision, you go straight forward, mate. You rock and roll, you know. You pick a job, you know, you get 2 job offers on the table, you don't know which one to go, you take this one. 2 weeks later, they sack you, it was shit, you wounded, you could have had that one. Guess what? Yeah, don't think like, oh, I should have picked that one. You made your decision, you rock and roll with it, mate. You move on to the next one, you fix it. That's kind of like Damon, you know. He saved Bonnie, but it turns out that obviously by saving it, she's now transitioned into the huntress. Now you could say, oh, that's Damon's fault. Well, yeah, it is Damon's fault, yeah, but what he actually done was save her life because she was dead. If he didn't do that, she was dead. So he's given her an extra lifeline. Now he's another problem that he needs to resolve, but he done the right thing at the right time that other people wanted to do but weren't willing to do because they didn't want the consequences of the actions, and they didn't want everybody to hate them. You know, it's your fault, Enzo, it's your fault, Stefan, it's your fault, Damon. Yeah, whoever's fault it was, yeah, they saved Bonnie's life regardless. That's my opinion, and I love it. I love it. That's why I team Damon. That's why I've been one of his biggest fans throughout the whole season, and well, the whole show. I love it. I actually do love it, regardless of anyone's opinion. It's like me. I don't care about anyone's opinion in real life. If I make a decision, I go for it, and everyone dislikes it. You know what? that's on me. I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to be devastated for it. I'm going to stand by my decision. I thought it was right at the time, and that's it, you know. And that's what Damon does. So I like it. I respect it. I think I can relate to him. That's why I like him so much. These people, man. So obviously Bonnie opened up the tomb. She had to. She had no choice. Damon sacrificed her anyway, so she's got to go ahead with it. Why not? You know, she's there now. Pretty much, she's like 90% into it. You might as well unlock the last 10%. Make sure that you stay alive. So she's done it. She's opened the vault. We finally got to see what was inside. This woman was like, you know, my sister's in there. She's been there. I can hear her voices. Yeah, everyone's been saying to her, look, mate, you're stupid. She's definitely dead in there, mate. Literally, she's definitely dead. And like Enzo said, unless she's got a kitchen with mass food supplies for the past 4 years, I'm sorry, but she's gone. Well, she refused to believe that because she could hear her speaking through the wall. She's gone in, seen a dead body. Wow, surprise. It was the ghost, or whatever you'd want to call them, the spirits talking to her. They was enticing them in. Obviously, when we got the backstory, we seen it, that one of her family members, I don't know who it was, just St. John went inside. He was in there for a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds, not long anyway, and it stripped him, ripped all his like humanity out, technically, all his compassion, all his empathy, everything, and just he went on a mad and started killing everybody. Now, knowing that happened to this guy, I think all these people were stupid going inside that. As soon as Bonnie opened the door, they should have stood on the outer edges and they should have just waited. They should have shouted her, see if she come. If she didn't, I would have still waited anyway, knowing what was lurking within inside and what's happened in the past. All of them went in, all of them been attacked, suffered, I don't know. They're trying to escape now. Bonnie, smart, she's put a shielding spell around it. Nobody's getting out. You know, she made that promise to that girl in the whatever you would call it, mental home or whatnot. She said, look, I'll promise that nobody's coming out. And that's what she done. She opened the vault, but she sealed it. Good stuff. I like it. Now, obviously, Alaric and Caroline, they got took. They was inside as well. They was looking around. Rick was proper nerding out about all these ancient artifacts, wasn't they? He loves it. You know, he says he's been searching for 3 years or something for this little crappy stone or thing, whatever it was, a relic. She's like, Caroline was like, no wonder, mate, his first wife gave him that, no wonder he got a second one. That's good banter, to be honest, solid banter. But then obviously they was having a discussion at the house at the end while Bonnie was waiting for obviously to do the transfer. And that Callum Scott in the background, mate, you don't see me standing here, no, I'm dancing on my own. And they're having a conversation, and I do like how Rick said, look, she's like, I don't want to see Stefan, blah, 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 and all this. And he's like, look, mate, I need closure, you know, you think that you don't need closure, I need it. I'm stressed here, bare paranoid. I don't know if you want to marry me or not. I just feel like Stefan's going to be in the way. I've been married before, it was shy. I got married again, and then, well, she died, and now I'm going into this one. You know what I mean? It's like, I just need to know, like, we're fully committed before I go into this marriage and get me ties and get me suit and all that, suited and booted and ready to go. I need to know you're committed. And you know, she was saying, hey, mate, we've been through the thick and thin, we've been through this crazy whirlwind, we've been up and down, round and round, you know, we've got mad kids together, you know, I'm a vampire, you've been a vampire, you've been like an original, and now you're back, and our life is just chaotic, but what we are is we're together, we're a team. To be honest, if I didn't know that she was with Stefan before and I haven't seen the background towards it, I'd be loving it. I'd literally loving the commitment together. But I've still got to say, I've not seen them kiss. I've seen them hold hands once. That was just then. Not really seen them hug. Not seen them kiss. Not really seen them be a couple. That's it. Not seen them be a couple. Now, I respect that it sounds like they're both doing this to be a family. That's it. They hardcore want to be a family, and it's the best thing for all of them. But you see it all the time, well, in films and movies and TV shows, that sometimes relationships, parents just stay together for years and years and years because it's what's best for the children, and they start getting depressed themselves because it's not really what they wanted to be, even though they're doing the morally right thing because they think that's what the children need. So I'm interested to see where that goes. You know, I want Jeremy to come back now because he's a hunter and he's got the hunter's mark, and Bonnie's pretty much a female version of him now. Well, that's what it sounded like anyway. That was Raina getting a payback on Damon. And we've seen that, obviously, Raina, she couldn't handle it. She was consistently wanted to try and take him out. She was drawn to it. And we've had that with Jeremy before. And we've seen that he successfully, like, built up a tolerance towards doing it, and some strength inside him with the help of Damon and others. And I think that this would be really good for Bonnie to come back, to come back and help Bonnie. So I can't wait for that. Hopefully that happens anyway. Hopefully we see Jeremy getting into the final season. Not really seeing him this one. Hopefully he can come back, and I'll be really excited. So thanks for clicking on my video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.